He's given away over $700 million on camera. He's fed millions of people. He's built wells in Africa. He's literally cured people's blindness. So why right now, dozens of people who worked with him too scared to use their real names when talking about what goes on behind the camera? That's the question nobody in YouTube's top circle wants to answer. And today, we're going to try. Before anything else, let's be honest about what Jimmy Donaldson actually built. MrBeast started posting YouTube videos at 13 years old from a small town in North Carolina. No connections, no money, just an obsession. By 2023, he was the most subscribed individual creator on the entire platform. 350 million subscribers. Videos that regularly hit 100, 200, 300 million views. The scale of what he does is genuinely hard to comprehend. His $1 versus $1 million vacation video cost more to produce than most Hollywood short films. His Squid Game recreation in 2021 cost $3.5 million and got 600 million views. He reinvests almost everything back into the content. He pays his team well by YouTube standards at least. He seems, by every public measure, like someone who genuinely cares. And that's exactly what makes what came next so unsettling. In late 2024, MrBeast launched Beast Games on Amazon Prime, the largest game show in television history. 1,000 contestants, $5 million prize. It was supposed to be the moment YouTube's biggest creator crossed over into mainstream entertainment. Instead, it became a legal nightmare. A class action lawsuit was filed by contestants alleging inadequate food, water, and medical care during filming. People described waiting for hours in cold conditions without proper support. One contestant claimed they were pressured to continue despite a medical situation that should have stopped production. Now, MrBeast's team denied the most serious allegations, and the show still aired. And it still got watched by millions of people. But here's what stuck with me. The lawsuit wasn't filed by strangers trying to cash in. It was filed by people who chose to be there. People who were fans. People who wanted to be part of something they believed in. That gap between what MrBeast represents publicly and what some of his contestants experienced privately, that's what this video is really about. Because this wasn't the first time the gap appeared. In 2023, a former employee speaking anonymously described the working environment inside MrBeast's operation as one of the most intense and high-pressure workplaces they'd ever experienced. Long hours, constant availability expectations, the sense that if you couldn't keep up, you'd be replaced. Now, building something at that scale requires intensity. Nobody gets 350 million subscribers by working 9 to 5. And MrBeast has never claimed to be anything other than obsessive about his work. But there's a difference between intensity and the kind of pressure that makes people feel they can't speak up when something goes wrong. What the Beast Games situation revealed wasn't that MrBeast is a bad person. I don't think he is. What it revealed is something more uncomfortable, that when you build an empire fast enough, when the content machine gets big enough, things start happening at the edges that the person at the top might not even know about or might not want to. There's a name for this in business. It's called the founder's blind spot. You believe so deeply in the mission in this case, making the greatest YouTube videos ever made that you stop questioning whether the way you're achieving it is actually okay. And MrBeast's mission, by his own admission, has always been singular. Make videos so good they can't be ignored. Everything else, including the people, is in service of that. Here's what's fascinating from a psychological standpoint, and this applies to anyone building something at scale, not just MrBeast. There's a well-documented phenomenon called moral licensing. It's the idea that when people do something genuinely good, donate to charity, help others, make a positive impact, Their brain gives them a kind of moral credit, and that credit, it gets spent. People who see themselves as good are statistically more likely to cut corners in other areas, not less, because subconsciously they've already balanced the books. When you fed 1 million people and cured blindness on camera, it becomes psychologically harder to slow down production and ask, are the 1,000 people in our game show cold right now? I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying it's a pattern that plays out in nearly every public figure who builds a large enough positive brand and then gets caught off guard when something goes wrong behind the scenes. The charity is real, and the problems are also real. Both can be true at the same time. To be fair, and I want to be fair, MrBeast didn't hide from this. He addressed the Beast Games allegations directly. He called some of the claims overblown. He pointed to the scale of what they were trying to produce and acknowledged that things didn't go perfectly. He didn't deflect onto lawyers. He didn't go silent. For a creator of his size, that matters. And his channel kept growing through all of it. His audience didn't abandon him. If anything, the controversy made more people curious, which tells you something about how parasocial loyalty works at that level. But my audience still trusts me is not the same as everything was handled correctly. And the people who filed that lawsuit probably don't feel like the story is over. So here's where I land on this. MrBeast is not a villain. He's something more complicated than that. A person whose genuine desire to create something extraordinary has outgrown his ability to control every part of how it gets made. That's not unique to him. It happens to almost every founder who scales fast enough. The question is whether he uses what happened with Beast Games as a reason to build differently, or whether the machine just gets bigger and the people at the edges get smaller. I'll be watching. And based on the fact that you watched this entire video, so will you. If you want more videos like this, deep dives into the real stories behind the biggest names on the internet, subscribe. New video dropping next week, and it's one you won't want to miss.